Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So seeing that our desktop wallpaper backgrounds are part of our everyday computing lives, be that on Windows, Mac or Linux, I thought this may be a good time, if you were interested, to have a look back through the years at some of the designs that Microsoft has rolled out to the Windows operating system, seeing that we do talk about Windows mainly on this channel. So starting with Windows 95 and moving into present day Windows 11. Now, I think some of our younger viewers may find some of these earlier designs quite interesting. And starting with Windows 95, here we get the teal color with the hexadecimal code #00807F. And it's not known exactly why Microsoft settled for the solid teal for the wallpaper background. But I think, be that as it may, I think it does represent the classic look and feel now in hindsight of Windows 95. And I think by today's standards, this would be considered to be slightly boring, for want of a better word. And then moving on to Windows 98. And this obviously appeared in 1998. And that's when Microsoft launched the blue sky theme and introduced the white clouds, which I think are synonymous now to some extent to the other with both Windows 95 and Windows 98. And then moving into Windows 2000, and here we can see things are getting changed up a little bit. And here we have the silhouette of someone looking like they are doing a stage dive or flying through a clear sky. And we can see it's similar to the previous Windows 98 background because we still get the cloud effect in the background, but then Microsoft introduced here to the left-hand side these overlapping squares. And I think this serves as a marker of difference and change moving into the 2000s with the Windows OS. And here we get to Windows XP, which needs no introduction. And this is my favorite Windows wallpaper to date. And the Windows design we saw in XP marked the start of a significant UI, user interface advancement. And when it comes to the look and feel of Windows, and obviously the Bliss desktop, which is the XP wallpaper, is an unedited photograph of the Sonoma country's green hills and is one of the most viewed photos to date, in case you are unaware. And then moving on to Windows Vista, and this was the Aurora, and basically was an astronomy themed desktop background. And here we can see the moving wavy lines that could represent calmness and tranquility. Now, I must be honest, although the wallpaper was trying to represent calmness and tranquility, I never felt that when I was using Windows Vista or trying to repair Windows Vista. But nonetheless, that was the Aurora that rolled out with Windows Vista. Then moving on to Windows 7, which some today say is the best Windows OS. And this is the Harmony wallpaper, which reverted to simplicity and basically a focus on the Windows branding while re-emphasizing the blue sky once again depicted in the background. And then Windows 98 also saw a bit of a change here, where to date not much is actually known about this Windows 8 background. But here we can see that there's a focused flower on the left and there's an unfocused flower here on the right, which could coincide with the launch of the Windows Photos app in the same year. And also, this is the last time we are going to see the blue sky and white clouds represented in the wallpapers. And then moving on to Windows 10, and this was called Hero, which saw the return of a live photograph as the desktop background image, which we saw with Bliss, with XP. That was also a live photograph. And how this all worked, the designers began by cutting 4 squares, apparently into black cardboard, before cutting the same design into some acrylic and then matching them together. And then the light apparently was directed through the design from an off angle to capture the glints of the acrylic, resulting in the glistening effect we see in the image. And as I mentioned in a previous video, over 3,000 pictures were actually taken before they decided on the default Hero wallpaper. And I'll leave a video in the end screen where you can download the default Windows 10 wallpapers that never made it to the final release if you would be interested. So that's the Windows 10 Hero. And then, of course, this needs no introduction. This is the Windows 11 Bloom as we know it today, which I think closely mirrors the Mac OS design, and I think some would agree. And it depicts a delicately layered rose-type image, as we can see, that points, I think, towards Microsoft's modern-day growth, which aligns closely with Microsoft's aim, as they said with the launch of the wallpaper, for an effortless, calm, personal, familiar, complete, and coherent design principle. So I think that statement would cause a bit of debate. But nonetheless, there we have it. The wallpapers through the years, starting with Windows 95, moving into present-day Windows 98. And it's going to be interesting to see what we get in the future. And I just wanted to keep you guys posted, and I thought this was interesting, especially maybe some of those earlier ones for our younger viewers. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.